Hello there, I'm Thomas from She Died in a Parking Lot. This is the fourth video of a series where I want to show you some music production tips and take you through my music composition process. Please put up some headphones or listen through good speakers. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you can see the next steps of the process. So let's make a beat, Synthwave style, and this time we add arpeggios to our beat. First of all, let's make our pluck patch from scratch with our beloved retro synth from Logic. Let's load it! Alright, we're gonna set our two oscillators to a saw wave and to a square shape. We'll see the mix after that. Let's detune one for that bit of 80s vibe. Let's keep the cutoff somewhere around there. A bit of resonance, not too much. A bit of envelope on the filter, it's great. A little bit more volume on this one. Now for the filter and the amp envelopes, we'll want something with a short attack, a short decay as well, and almost no sustain or none at all. Let's try something around those values. And for our amp, and for the amp envelope, something with a little bit more decay so we can hear the filter envelope going in just before. Okay, let's try no sustain, and let's try to increase our amp envelope just a bit and see how it sounds. I think I like that better. So no time of attack, very harsh, and with a little bit more. A bit more softer, and it sounds a bit more like the classic FM patches from the DX7 from Yamaha. You know, the type of plucked marimba percussion. Let's add some flanger to it. And in the settings right there, let's try to detune it a bit more and more unison voices. Let's see how it sounds. Sounds good to me. I think we can add some delay or some reverb to add more depth to our sound, but we will add that after creating our arpeggios. There are multiple ways you can create your arpeggios. I'm going to show you two today. First one is to use an arpeggiator on your DAW or maybe on your MIDI keyboard. What an arpeggiator is going to do is that it's gonna use the notes you play on the chords and play them in a sequential order from bottom to top, from top to bottom, reverse, random, and other variations you can set. You can also, of course, set the rate. For example, if I play our first chord of C minor, basically the arpeggiator is someone who plays the arpeggios for you, which is quite convenient. But today we're gonna write our arpeggios from the piano roll. Let's create a MIDI region right there, 4 bars. Our arpeggios are going to use our chord progression we did in the previous part with the pads, and they're gonna include the first, third, fifth, and seventh degree of our chords. So if we use C minor, we're gonna end up with something like that. Here I think some ascending and descending patterns could sound really good with our beat right there, so let's try that. Let's copy that. Then we have our variation on G. Sounds good. And our variation on A flat and B flat. What I'm doing here is I'm just keeping all our notes in the C minor scale, so it sounds good with all our instruments. Happily for us these days, there are a lot of tools if you don't have any musical knowledge about scales. In Logic, you could just select your notes like that and quantize them in the scale you want. So the difference I have here between making our arpeggios with the arpeggiator like before or putting all our notes in the piano roll is now I can change the melody if I want to. And one thing I love to do is changing the pattern at the end of it. I think it's very interesting to break our repeating pattern. I think it's very interesting to break your repeating pattern and you have something to bring your listener to your next section. So here at the end, we can first put it on the right note, it's supposed to be on the B flat, and we're going to do a slight variation. So here, the end of our pattern sounds like that. So you see how the end breaks the pattern just a bit and give it a different feel as it was just repeating, and it creates a bit of melody that loops to the beginning of our loop. So let's try to hear it with everything. That sounds good to me. However, I feel everything is a bit slow. So why don't we just change the tempo to something a bit more faster? Not something really faster, but maybe just put it to 100 BPM. Let's hear how it sounds. I feel like 99 is the right spot here. Don't hesitate to play with your tempo, especially when using MIDI notes, since it doesn't mess up with your audio or anything, so you can find the right feel and the right tempo for your song. We're going to keep it at 99 for the moment, and maybe it will change along the way. And for those of you who prefer to use presets, let's layer what we did with some analog drums. I'm just going to rename our tracks. We are set with analog drums. Let's find the sound we like for our arpeggios. After a bit of research, I found out a bass patch I liked better than the plucked one. It's the B square one. Let's hear how it sounds. Now we can tweak it so it can be a bit more plucky, like we want it to be. And with both of our pluck patch, and with everything. And that's it for the arpeggios. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know what you think in the comments and feel free to ask me any questions. If that's not already done, please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video of the series. Thank you so much for watching, I'll see you next time.